All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Look,
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Marchand. Count it from 12 feet. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Peltier outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. They get it back. Lambert.
off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Using his size to his advantage. I like whenever Lambert notches the board. You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Screen by Lambert. Here's Marks.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Here's MP for three. Another three for Paris.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did that.
Dumont with it. And it's Peltier picking him up. Here's MP for three. Marchand with the rebound.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Peltier. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
And Peltier is dangerous when he's shooting with confidence. Nice work rising and firing off the catch.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
I'm really interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Now here's Chauvet. Lambert.
Zadirko defending.
Outside Marks. And again, Nanterre with the triple.
Knocking it down from outside. Great work by Marks, stretching out the floor.
And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it. He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Illich, covered by Marchand.
And the shot is good.
Well, something that's interesting, you kind of think about is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. for young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
To the wing on the left. From 20 feet out. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Pass to Chauvet. Screen by Lambert.
It's up and it's off the mark. One up, one not down. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Back to MP. Dumont. And here's MP from the arc. That one falls. Nice feed from Dumont.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Here's Peltier. And Terrelli again can't hit. And Ahern gets it to go.
Offense coming free and easy as we wrap up. They're up by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris.
And the coach of this pair.
Nanterre making a change here. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
The shot by Atkins, no good.
Nanterre trailing. Peltier outside. Three-pointer Chauvet.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, out here in Europe, there are no shortage of sharpshooters. Chauvet showing off his long-range talent.
Now here's MP.
19 points in the game. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Gutsy shot to come right back with a 3 of his own.
We know he's not afraid to trade shots with anyone.
Three-pointer Chauvet. A rebound by Vasseur. And it's Harris with the ball.
To the inside.
Leduc can't hit. Outside Chauvet. Pass to Lambert. Shoots over Leduc.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And it's going to go on Leduc.
A great job by Lambert there, getting to the line. His height is a problem for most defenders.
The first one falls.
When we talk to scouts, GMs, people in the NBA, it's almost a certainty Lambert will be playing in North America soon. Most projections, most people we talk to have him going probably early in the second round.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now Paris FC basket with it. MP outside. Ahern. Covered by Marchand.
Little turnaround.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Back to Lambert. Peltier outside.
Just 5 to shoot.
Shoots over Dumont. And Terrelli again can't hit.
Pulls up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Love how confident NP is rising up from there, knowing the damage he can do with the J.
Gerard, Vasseur defending. Chauvet, that's good.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
MP outside.
With the shot.
And Lambert pulls it down. It's Peltier on the wing. Guarded by Dumont. Outside Chauvet.
To the middle.
Lambert.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Pass to Atkins.
Fires for three. Gets it to fall, and he's now 10 of 15 on the game.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Peltier outside. Three-pointer Chauvet. Harris grabs the miss. And here's MP from the arc. And it's Peltier with the rebound.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Back to Lambert. Outside Chauvet. Back to Lambert.
The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a
Paris FC basket ahead.
leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. But one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Here's Marchand.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Paris with the lead.
Pass to Zadirko. Inside.
Out of bounds, it'll go to Nanterre.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Here's Marchand. Three-pointer Chauvet. Nanterre Elite again can't hit.
Zadirko.
Guarded by Lambert.
The shot by Atkins, no good.
Well, if the shot's not there for you, you've got to be the guy to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset was there, but that was not a good shot. I don't care how you look at it.
Got that one up quick.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like him can be left wide open like that.
Good from Lambert. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Screen by Lambert. Outside Marks. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
Mark says, hey, I can do it too. How about that three of his own?
Here's Atkins. And that one off the back rim and in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Peltier outside. Here's Lambert. Harris grabs the miss.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Unselfish play by Zadirko. Sets his man up perfectly.
Left side Marks. Chauvet. Peltier outside.
And look Looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
Yeah, but I'd go along with it. It didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Yeah, me too, Brian.
Here's Zadirko. He drains it from the right block.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Nanterre trailing here. Outside Chauvet. Pass to Girard.
Buries it down low.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
MP on the wing.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Marchand with the rebound. Pass to Chauvet. And here's Marks.
Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Drops in the tray.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And Paris FC basket, call time. Here's Ahern behind the arc. Rebound by Nanterre.
Oh, man. That's one he'd like to have over.
Shoots it.
And Chauvet missing.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Here's Adkins. Marchand with the rebound. And so here's Nanterre.
11-point game.
Peltier outside. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
And here's MP from the arc. And another miss by Paris.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but you got lucky. That's a big bucket right there. Peltier knew his team needed one, and he stepped up.
Here's NB for 3.
The three-pointer is on target.
And that three is huge, canceling out the triple on the other end and stretching this lead back out again.
And now you can feel the crowd starting to sense this game might be there.
Yeah, the crowd's trying to help this team close it out. If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
This one for 3.
And Lambert pulls it down.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter.
It's stolen by Ahern.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot 2 here.
Playing strong inside. Illich just taking it to the defense.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game.
And when it comes to leadership, both on and off the floor, Ilitch is very respected. He's been playing this game at a very high level for a very long time.
MP outside.
Releases. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Now Chauvet.
From about 19 feet. And off the glass. That one's good.
I really like that shot from Chauvet. Forced the defense to guard all three levels, including the mid-range.
MP with it. Chauvet covering. And the basket by Adkins.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
West side marks.
Shot clock at 5. A rebound by Zadirko. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home.
Now here's MP. Chauvet covering.
Here's Adkins. That one's on target from the wing.
And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young. But I think they've turned some heads with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know,
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so the level of competition is a lot better than...
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to play Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning.
Pete, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait. I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No. Look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep. You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No. You have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
This good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is?
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent. Why don't you describe your games to my follower?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Yeah, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
I thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. Mon fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah. It'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports coverage of the FBSL. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's Paris FC hitting the road to face Strasbourg Basket Pro.
I think this is going to be a great one, Blake. Both Paris and Strasbourg have a lot of young talent in there. There should be no shortage of up and down action tonight.
That's right, and two of the biggest names for their respective teams, MP and Vincent Ledoux.
Quite frankly, those are the guys everyone is here to see. Ledoux, easily one of the top prospects in France right now. And then you got MP, an up-and-comer from the United States who's been making a case for himself. This is a great test for both of them on a stage full of curious eyes.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Now here's Miller. Here's Leduc.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Strasburg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Dumal with it. Defended by Miller.
Pass to Zadirko.
Here's Adkins. The rebound by Roquefort. As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Good on the three-point shot.
Confident stroke for Miller. Strasburg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
Here's MP for three. Stolen by Lemieux. Leduc gets the bucket.
Quick hands in the steal, quick feet on the break.
And that's a silly error there. Coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense.
It's just giving him 3 points.
Now here's MP. A kick out to Dumal.
4 on the shot clock.
Back to MP. Strasburg with the rebound. And look at this.
Anything is possible here.
Good on the triple.
I guess somebody's got to get out there on MP, huh? I mean, that was way beyond the line.
Pass to Lemieux.
That three off the mark.
And here's MP from the arc. Another.
Continues to develop. He just becomes more consistent from deep.
They set a pick. Here's Miller. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Paris with the lead.
There's the three. Seats the three-pointer.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
Now here's Miller.
5 points in the game.
Leduc.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
MP with it. Monsieur covering.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up.
Strasburg calls timeout.
And they cash in right away with a quick shot.
And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Right wing.
Illich, guarded by Lambert.
MP, he's open. The wing jumper off target.
Strasburg trailing. Pass to Charpentier. And here's Leduc.
Down low. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Excellent pass by Leduc. NBA scouts love his playmaking.
Now here's MP.
Defense right on him.
Outside Monsieur. Illich. Fortier outside. Pass to Adkins.
Knocks knocks down the 3-ball.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Back to MP.
The 3 is up.
It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
3's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now Ahern.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
Adkins. He's covered by Leduc.
Boy, I mean, that shot had no chance of going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Really ill-advised.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
And the basket by Leduc.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had a very efficient offensive performance.
And who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting.
Yeah, he's kept them in it.
Here's MP for 3. Paris FC basket with another miss. Pass to Leduc.
From outside the arc.
Ahern with the rebound.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw him off there.
They can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold on to it.
And I think that's probably what they'll do.
Watches it. The shot, no good. 1 second left. Ooh, no luck on that one. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 5. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg.
Here's Miller.
And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
MP up top. He's covered by Leduc. Pass to Lemuel. Vasseur. Leduc for 3. Yes, and it's Roquefort with the assist that time.
Clean three-point shot from Leduc. Focused and under control.
And here's MP from the arc. Strasbourg with the rebound.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him there.
Strasbourg with the lead. Miller outside. Back to Vasseur.
From deep. A rebound by Zadirko.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
Adkins. And another miss by Paris. Roquefort outside. Miller. Back to Roquefort.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Putting that size to work in the painted area. Roquefort's just going for it.
And Paris FC basket, call time. Here's Paris.
They're scoreless since the first half.
And the basket by Adkins.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Outside Lemieux. Back to Leduc. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Big Dave Zadirko, bringing the noise.
And the basket by Leduc.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Paris trailing. Here's Adkins. A rebound by Vasseur. So Strasburg now. Pass to Miller.
Basket good. Taking it right to the heart of that defense. Miller with a high percentage look.
Here's Paris. Here's MP for three. And no good.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Brings it from beyond the arc.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
MP outside.
Zadirko.
Vasseur defending.
Zadirko, good.
He's doing his best to carry them, but he can only do so much. Things would be a lot different for them if he was getting a little bit more help.
You know, Leduc and MP have each helped their teams so far, both so crucial to the outcome of this game.
Well, they got their fingerprints all over this one. Some great plays from both MP and Leduc so far.
Three from the inbound.
It's rebounded by Dumont.
To the paint. Zadirko can't hit. Man, these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved.
So Paris will get the first possession.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
And here's Strasburg. Pass to Ledoux.
For three.
It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Ledoux showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
He is such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And it's out of bounds to Strasburg as they're able to retain possession.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Miller. Shoots.
Oh, you look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Now here's Leduc. Over MP. Leduc can't hit.
And here's MP from the arc. And the three ball is good.
The defense has to be aware of where MP is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Miller.
Pass to Leduc. Again, Leduc missing. MP on the wing.
Takes the three.
Another three for Paris.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Strasburg on offense.
They trail by 3.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Now here's MP.
He has 6. Clock at 4. Here's the 3.
Strasburg with the rebound. Stewart with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Leduc for 3. They get it back. And Roper throwing it down.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Roper is someone you have to box out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Now here's MP.
It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he views his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite.
Strasburg calls timeout. Strasburg with the ball. Pass to Lambert. Leon.
And he's going for the alley-oop. He nails it. And we're all tied up.
And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Here's Charpentier, covered by Portier. Here's Bellini.
From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Such a smooth stroke for a big man.
Yeah, they better think about getting someone on him who can match his size, or he's going to bury those the rest of the game.
If he has that inside-outside game, it's very hard to stop.
Sinks the triple.
This has been a thriller. You can't say enough about the way these teams have battled each other.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Tim.
I'd certainly take that, Brian.
Yep, that one goes.
Paris trailing.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
To the inside. Got a piece of it.
Pass to Charpentier.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Over to the wing.
Here's Leon. Here's Bellini.
And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
And he's a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what he brings to the table.
And the basket by Adkins.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Jacks up a 3.
And Paris, another triple.
Well, the three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
Pass to Bellini. Here's Leon.
Tries from 10.
And Strasburg again with the bucket.
That is some dime-dropping, exquisite assist.
Here's Leduc. Guarded by Lambert. Leduc can't hit. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French League, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Paris with the lead.
If they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
I mean, that's got to be what they're aiming for here, right?
Let's hope.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead, up 4.
And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Pass to Dumas.
Adkins. The three-pointer, no good.
Roquefort with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Leduc's got room. Yes, and it's Roquefort with the assist that time.
Just rising and firing in the mid-range. Leduc making it look easy.
Aaron on the wing. Back to MP. Pass to Dumas. MP outside.
5 on the clock.
Now Illich.
Zadirko.
Vasseur defending. And it's Dumas missing. Now Leduc. Back to Roquefort. Now Lemoun.
For the lead. Drains the three-pointer.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
Looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Yeah, that was definitely some payback right there.
That's what you love to see. 2 guys going at it.
Here's Leduc. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I love that Leduc has the awareness to draw that whistle.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. And he can't hit the second.
And it's Paris with the ball.
It's a 1-point game. To the middle. Here's Zadirko. And off the glass. That one's good.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Miller up top. Guarded by Dumas. Pass to Leduc.
Fires from deep.
Yes, and it's Roquefort with the assist that time.
He's one of the main reasons this game is tied up right now. He's done his part to keep them in it.
MP outside. Now here's Dumas.
Makes it off the glass.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
Inside.
And the basket by Leduc.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Adkins. The bank shot, no good. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Outside Leduc. Back to Miller. Lemoun. And there's the foul. It's on Roquefort.
That is his first foul of the game.
What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Leduc.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. For whatever the reason, there is no question. He's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
And the basket basket is good.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Here's Monsieur. Kicks it out to MP.
From the arc.
Miller pulls it in.
Looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter. Nothing is going his way since the horn.
Outside Leduc. Over MP. It's hauled in by Paris.
There's the triple.
The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Pass to Zadirko. And it's Leon with the rebound.
Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, already, Leduc has a reputation for making these finds, seeing those outside shooters and shooting them.
Here's MP for three. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC Basket at Strasbourg.
Oh, it's both teams making substitutions here. Unloads, and that one swishes right in.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
Just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight. These fans, they are getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game we've got here.
Absolutely. Almost impossible to separate these teams up to this point. I'll bet this one's close all the way.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Paris with the lead.
Beyond the arc. The three-pointer is on target.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Very bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Ahern. Lemuel covering.
The shot by Adkins, no good.
Pass to Leduc.
To the inside.
Roquefort. And that one comes off the assist by Leduc.
Well, you got to commend how composed Roquefort was right there, proving that Strasbourg can count on him in these big moments.
The shot by Adkins, no good.
So Strasbourg now. Outside Monsieur. Leduc.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice job coming up big for his team there. Leduc proving he's a big-time player.
Here's MP for three.
Strasbourg with the rebound.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. Down low.
Shot's good by Roquefort.
That's no easy shot, even from close range. It looked like they had Roquefort bottled up.
MP with it.
The three. Cans it from downtown.
The bigger the moment, the brighter MP shines. That is a play to remember.
Outside Leduc.
Nice move. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot two here.
It's going to be on Zadirko.
Well, they had the foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Well, at least they're stopping the clock, Tim. That's not the worst-case scenario for them. He's got ice water in his veins, guys. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Well, if the shot's not there for you, you've got to be the guy to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset was there, but that was not a good shot. I don't care how you look at it. He is so clutch. When the pressure's at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
still a chance here, but they need to score.
Yeah, on just about every possession at that.
And then a stop on every possession.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
And here's MP from the arc. Connects! And that shot brings them within just one.
No doubt, that was huge. MP stepping up.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He gets the first, and that will put them up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
Off the inbound.
Lemieux grabs the miss.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And here's Ahern behind the arc. It's rebounded by Strasburg. Outside Lemieux. As the clock reaches 0, it's going to be Strasburg Basket Pro getting the...
Vincent Ludic is considered one of France's best playmakers.
Look, I have a...
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
Right. And you've played great against the top prospects. Your game is looking polished.
Great, so all good news.
Yeah, that's right. Most mocks have you solidly in the second round at this point.
Second round?
Okay, I know you, MP, and I know you're better than that. But this is all going according to plan, all right? This time last year, you weren't even in the 2K250. Now the NBA is looking like a foregone conclusion. Let that sink in. That's massive.
Yeah. You're right, man. This is good. This is good for us.
It's better than good. And if you can make it to the EBA championship, you've got a chance to make things great. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Yeah. I will. I got you, Austin. Thanks.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospects?
Yeah, well, they call him the Eagle for a reason. He's a great finisher with both hands. I mean, just tremendous hops. They're gonna try to get him running downhill with a full head of steam. So yeah, we need to communicate, not get caught on screens, and challenge him at the rim.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're going to leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the FBSL on 2K Sports. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. Coming up, it'll be Paris versus Marseille.
And Paris FC has been the surprise of the season. They've pulled out some impressive wins, and with just one more win here tonight, they're going to qualify for the EBA tournament.
And it's safe to say that MP has led this team far beyond expectation.
No question about that. I mean, if they get into that EBA tournament, well, anything can happen from there. But don't sleep on Marseille. They've got a lot of experienced players like Louis Dupont, who are about as competitive as it gets. Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's MP.
The turnaround jumper lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
All right, a little old school stuff from MP, going with the nitty.
And stolen by Zadirko. Down low.
Illich, no good. You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Pass to Barrow. Brisebois, long range.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the perimeter is where Brisebois earns his living. Defenders can't lose track of him out there.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of a pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
And so it looks like Marseille will retain possession here.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Give it up to the little fella inside. Great rebound, and he had to fight for it.
Another three for Paris.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Pass to Bourgeois. Brisebois. And again, it's Marseille basketball from deep.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Well, you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point. The youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Barrow gets the bucket.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triples.
Offensive board.
Zadirko, good.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's DuPont. Back to Brisebois.
With some mark.
Harris grabs the miss. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, DuPont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Now here's Brisebois.
6 points for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Hard to stop, guys. He possesses a ton of matchup problems for anyone.
MP left side. Again, it's Paris.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Pass to DuPont. Back to Bourgeois. Brisebois. Covered by MP. In the basket by Brisebois.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
MP outside.
Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Bourgeois.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
And they take the lead.
Strong work inside by Brisebois. Even though he's just about 6 feet tall, he's confident attacking from inside.
Here's MP for three. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
There has not been much defense to speak of yet, has there?
Nope. It's been all offense all the time here early.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points.
Marseille basketball out in front.
They're up by 1. We'll be right back to the action when we return.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Marseille in the lead.
To the wing, right side.
There's Barrow with the three. Here's Dumont.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he'll be shooting his first free throws. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Puts it up from 12. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Barrow outside.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Zadirko. Unloads.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Parker's shot is good.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
Now here's Barrow.
6 points for him. To the inside.
It's stolen by Ahern. Here's Elitch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Well, that's what Elitch has been doing year after year. He's got more crafty driving moves than a lot of players.
Here's Barrow. Pass to Dupont. Dumont
connects from three-point range.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such great length. He can just rise up and create separation for the three.
Here's MP for three. Rebound by Barrow.
Here's Parker. Let's go with a three. He's off on that one.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky. They didn't get burned.
That shot by Adkins, no good. Here's Bourgeois.
The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Listen, guys, I'm old school, so I love seeing a guy like Bourgeois hit a mid-range J.
Timeout called, Paris. Paris trailing. MP up top, guarded by Dupont.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, his coach has a look on his face like, are you kidding me? It's not a good feeling.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Pass to Parker. Over Zadirko. And again, it's Marseille converting.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Can they get it? With one on the clock.
Bourgeois, get that out.
And that concludes the first half.
Marseille basketball out in front.
Up 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
If you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture. They absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Outside Dumont.
Well, he's deceptively dangerous out there. Pierre Dumont slips into spaces other players simply can't.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Here's Brisebois.
He's got 10.
Pass to Bourgeois.
Fader on the way.
Harris grabs the miss.
I don't know if he was playing to the crowd or what, but no need for the fadeaway guy.
A shot by Adkins, no good. Now Parker. Out to Brisebois. Out of bounds, it'll be Paris ball.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Here's Paris.
They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
The shot by Adkins, no good.
Inside, here's Parker. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, this is where Parker excels. When he's inside near the basket, he can be a force.
And here's MP from the arc. MP can't get that one to fall. Brisebois outside. Elitch with the strong defensive effort. Here's Paris.
Trailing by 4. Another shot. Zadirko, good.
Well, defensively, you've got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Back to Brisebois. Over Ahern.
target with the free throw line, Jay. Here's MP for three. The offensive rebound.
He's frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
The height difference there was huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you can see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Pass to Brisebois. And stolen by MP. What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Third quarter of basketball here, a little under 3.5 minutes gone now.
Pass to Riyard. Now here's Dupont. Good work defensively by Vasseur. MP outside.
The three.
And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball. Barrow outside.
Good work there as it goes.
And Barrow is used to having to convert through contact. It's a testament to how tough he is.
Here's MP for three. Here's Zadirko. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Marseille trailing. Pass to Durant. A different look for Marseille.
And we made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Parker.
Good work defensively by Zadirko. MP outside.
And the three ball is good.
But they sagged off him, and no hesitation on his part to rise up and bury the three.
Barrow outside. They double him with MP. For three, Dupont. And again, it's Marseille basketball missing.
Zadirko, good.
Wow, Zadirko with three key words. Get off me.
Now here's Dupont.
D right on him.
Here's Brisebois.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Timeout called, Paris.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
And here's MP from the arc. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Unselfish play by Zadirko. Sets his man up perfectly.
Here's DuPont.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call DuPont Le. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
True, the defense better not relax just because he missed that one.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Here's Marseille with the ball.
11-point game. Parker. It's a misfire, and he's now 4 of 9 from the field.
Outside Illich.
From deep.
Marseille basketball pulls it in.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
In the basket by Brisebois.
And when Brisebois is shooting with confidence, he's a real problem. Outstanding initiative right there, catching and firing.
Buries it from three-point range.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 10.
We should be seeing a lot of DuPont in the years to come. Some NBA teams have rated him very high on their draft boards. Likely to be a mid-first round pick, I would say.
And they are this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. And most importantly, don't turn it over.
Yeah, don't pull a Tim.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
And stolen by MP. Fast break Paris.
From downtown.
Another three for Paris.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Here's Riard. Valois. He's covered by Leduc. Here's Blackburn.
6 to shoot.
And again, it's Marseille basketball missing.
Here's Adkins. Misses the chippy right there.
The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EBA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EBA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it.
So Paris will get the first possession.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Here's Marseille with the ball. Arrow outside.
The three hits the three-point bomb.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triple.
get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them. And the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Now here's MP.
He's got 5. Drills the 3-pointer.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
Pass to Dupont. Back to Brisebois.
And he lobs it up towards the rim.
Oh, slammed in by Dupont.
An unreal alley-oop.
The pass, the catch, the dunk, perfection.
And all of it had to be perfection. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look. Trust me.
Now here's Ahern. And here's MP from the arc. It's hauled in by Bourgeois. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Here's MP for 3. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Whoa, man, that was some serious range from MP.
Barrow outside.
To the paint. Here's Parker.
Good work defensively by Zadirko. Paris with the lead.
Here's MP for 3.
Rebounded by Brisebois.
Parker with the ball.
Illich picks him up. Pass to Brisebois. Now here's Dupont.
Shot clock at 6. Baked in off the glass.
What a finish from Dupont inside.
First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Now here's Barrow.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chip.
Paris FC basket, all time.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Here's MP for 3. Paris FC basket with another miss. Marseille trailing. Pass to Valois. Offensive rebound. Dumont.
Count it.
A heads-up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the bucket for an easy 2.
MP outside. That one doesn't go either for MP. And Marseille with possession here. Oh, slam dunk by Dumont.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple indeed. And those can be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of his season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
And he makes the first. so he hits both.
Barrow. He's covered by Ahern. Dupont. That one falls, coming off Brisebois' feet.
Around the basket is where Dupont really excels.
Here's Adkins. And another miss by Paris.
Well, if the shot's not there for you, you've got to be the guy to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset was there, but that was not a good shot. I don't care how you look at it. He will make you throw your hands up as a defender. You just don't know how to play him.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They've got the opportunity to get back the lead.
They've been waiting for this chance.
Beyond the arc.
Barrow shot is off. Adkins, covered by Brisebois. And the basket by Adkins.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponent and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's MP.
He's got 17.
Over Dupont. That one doesn't go either for MP. Brisebois outside.
Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Zadirko.
And it's Paris with the ball. Pass to Ahern. Adkins.
Here's Zadirko. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Bourgeois. Defended by Elich.
Lets it go from 14.
And Elich pulls it down. Here's Paris. And here's Ahern behind the arc. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Pass to Dupont. Rejected by Zadirko. And here's MP from the arc.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 5. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Now here's MP.
From deep.
Another three for Paris.
After the three on the other end, you had to know MP was itching to hit a three of his own.
Now here's Brisebois.
Takes the three.
Harris grabs the miss. MP outside.
Buries it down low.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Now here's Barrow.
10 points for him. It's good from long range.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
Here's Adkins. And Paris tacks on 2 more.
That's showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him.
And there's a foul called on MP.
That's foul number 2 for him. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Count that one.
Strong work inside by Brisebois. Even though he's just about 6 feet tall, he's confident attacking from inside.
Now here's MP.
He's got 27.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. That's just a major contribution.
Pass to Barrow. Here's Bourgeois, defended by Elich. Bourgeois, the open look. A rebound by Adkins. It's Paris leading.
From 20 feet out.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
High effort offense from MP. You can tell he wants to make his mark on every game.
Brisebois outside.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking, leaving him that open from downtown?
And here's MP from the arc. And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball. Brisebois outside. Pass to Dupont. Here's Parker. Shoots over to Wall. Parker misses. And here's MP from the arc. Out of bounds. It'll go to Marseille. Marseille trailing. Here's Riard.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Pass to Dupont. Now Parker. No good with the triple. What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Listen, guys, I'm old school, so I love seeing a guy like Bourgeois hit a mid-range J.
And here's MP from the arc.
Cans it from downtown.
Boy, he loves getting looks like that from three-point range. No one near him.
Now here's Barrow.
He's covered closely. Here's Riard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot 2 here.
It goes on Ahern.
No good on that one.
And Paris FC basket, call time.
Three from the inbound.
The shot by Adkins, no good. And Marseille with possession here.
Trailing by 5.
Valois, Vasseur defending. And a nice shot by Valois.
Nice look provided by Barrow. Good ball movement from Marseille there.
MP outside.
The 3 is up.
Valois with the rebound. Barrow outside. Pass to Riard.
And the basket is good.
The deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
Yeah, both of these teams are firing on all cylinders right now. I love it.
The shot by Adkins, no good.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. But it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont Le. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Now Bourgeois. Brisebois outside. Dupont on the wing. Guarded by Dumont.
Clock at 4. From down in the low post, it goes.
Now you can see the comfort level Bourgeois has in these big situations. He wants to be the guy.
MP FD outside. Fires for three. Another three for Paris.
What an effort from MP on the offensive end. He knows they need a bucket, and he gives them one.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Parker's got space. Yes, and it's Dupont with the assist that time.
Big-time points from Parker. Cool under pressure.
And here's MP from the arc.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
And it seems like just about all his points are coming from downtown.
Out to Brisebois. Parker a screen. For three. And out of bounds, Harris will take it.
And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Here's Dupont. It's hauled in by Paris.
They've led by as many as 11 points.
And here's MP from the arc.
Drops in the tray.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Brisebois, long range.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, Marseille needed points in Brisebois, calling his own number.
And so they foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
Lock in, maintain focus. He sniffed that steal out, knew just the right moment to make his move. This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That one misses.
Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
Now here's Brisebois.
A rebound by Zadirko. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Now a timeout called by Marseille.
Your thoughts, guys?
Talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, but whatever it is, it's too late for it.
I don't think there's like a 10-point play in there, is there?
In the basket by Brisebois.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA championships?
Wow, I mean, my whole squad, y'all, come over. We're looking forward to it. This has been one of our goals all season long, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. Coach Graves always stresses taking it one day at a time, and that's what we're going to do, right?
Well, congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. Go celebrate, boys.